PAP Minister Grace Fu once said of me, "As far as I know, he hasn't held a steady job for many years." Hi everyone, it's me again. It's been a while since I talked with you like this. Now some of you may be familiar with this backdrop. It's the bookshelf and coffee table at Orange Teal. Now of course it's not true that I haven't held down a full-time job. When I was running the SDP and writing my books, that was a full-time endeavor. And now that I'm running this cafe, I'm holding down 2 full-time jobs. The only difference between Ms. Fu and I is that, unlike her, I don't demand $1 million salary for the work that I do. It's hard to believe, at least for me, that this place has been running for about a year now. But even in a short span of time, I've grown accustomed to this place here, all the sights and sounds and smells. Maybe it's because when I started off, I did it with my family. It took literally the sweat and tears of those dearest to me, my wife and children. There were the anxious moments, the overwhelming stress, and of course the long, long hours like any F&B operator have to endure. But equally, I want to thank all of you for helping us survive this place for the last several months, for bringing your smiles and laughter to this place. But here's the thing. I don't want this place just to survive. I want it to succeed. In fact, I don't want it just to succeed. I want to make a model of it. Let me explain what I mean. One reason why I started Orange Teal was to have a place where Singaporeans can enjoy good service and excellent food. In other words, quality stuff, without having to spend an arm and a leg. We've been conditioned to think that anything that is good must also be expensive. Well, says who? Our healthcare, housing, cars, our cost of living are all so darn expensive simply because the PAP insists that we must pay through our noses for things that are of quality. And that is why in this cafe, I've tried to keep menu prices as low as possible, and at the same time not charge GST and the service charge. So low prices without service charge and GST while keeping our wages up. That is the kind of talk that keeps F&B operators up at night. It's well nigh impossible to pay high wages, at the same time keep prices low and hope to survive in the F&B industry. And yet I believe that this model can work. But it can work only if you continue to visit us as you've done in the past several months. If enough of you continue to come and visit Orange Teal, then we can continue to keep our prices low and pay our staff well. Together we can build this alternative model for Singapore. That is, for our people to enjoy high quality of life while keeping our cost of living down and taking good care of our people. That is the alternative Singapore that I want to build. I have a cracking team here with me and I'm so proud of them, both former and current staff. My chef Annabelle, her assistant Douglas, supervisor David, my good friend John Tan for helping me to set up the kitchen and the menu when we started off, Irene and Ronnie and all the part-time staff. I want to thank them for their service and getting this place off the ground. For now, we're all excited about our anniversary. We are going to introduce a whole new slate of menu items, from our lamb shank, eggs benedict, to weekend breakfasts, to waffles, to our burgers. All this on top of our recently introduced items like our beef cheeks and our honey mustard chicken. And that's not all. Right through the month in June, starting this weekend, we're going to have a series of activities like our wine appreciation workshop, our coffee tasting seminar, as well as drama and book readings. And I'll be organizing forums where I'll invite my fellow opposition mates as well as civil society members to come and give us talks and so on. In a way, this cafe is a microcosm of the Singapore that I'd like to see in the future. A place where we enjoy quality of life without having to be millionaires and billionaires. A place where intellectual, social, cultural, and yes, even political activities thrive. A place where we come together for good food and enjoy each other's company and friendly service a place where the conversation's even better. Now, I've clung on to this vision since I entered politics 30 years ago, and that passion to want to build that vision hasn't died. Help me build this vision. And you can start off by joining in the festivities of our anniversary at Orange Teal in the coming weeks. And more importantly, tell all your family and friends about this little corner at Rochester. And not just for the next month, but for months and years to come. I'd like to extend this invitation to Ms. Fu and her cabinet colleagues. And when she comes, I'm sure she'll be surprised, pleasantly I hope, that operating, managing an F&B business takes more, much more than just a full-time job. I'll keep a plate warm for her, but more importantly for you. I'll see you at Orange Teal.